Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, let's have a look at versioning in Sitecore. What are the types of versions and different aspects related to it. Let's get started. So, what is versioning? A versioning can be of mainly two types. One is, as you can see here, language version, or another one is a numbered version. Let's see the use case. So language anyway, we all know, right? Like there would be multilingual sites. If at all, maybe if you talk about the context in India, maybe particular websites, if you go, maybe car purchase websites, maybe Tata or some other websites, maybe that same website is available in English as well as maybe in other regional language like Hindi or Telugu or Tamil, other languages. So that's what we mean, like language version. Same websites and same page can be available in multiple languages. So that's called the kind of a translation of the page. So it will be available in different languages. And the second use case is the numbered version. Imagine another scenario where maybe there is some festival or some promotion is going on, maybe some new things are launching. So at that time, you want a different content to be presented on the website. But again, once the promotion period is completed, then we want to switch back to the older version of the content. So in that sense, what do? We can create a numbered version. So now this can become a hierarchy. So language version, so each item or each content item in Sitecore can have multiple languages. So English, maybe English in New Zealand, and maybe French, Hindi, other languages. And each of these language item can have a numbered version, like multiple versions. And remember one point, this in MasterDB will always have like can have multiple versions, the numbered versions for an individual language. But most of the time, 99% of the time, in the WebDB, which is the database serving the live site, will have the final version, which is we wanted it to be published, except that when there is A/B testing involved. So just to give a example, language versioning. So you can see there is a Sitecore website currently, sitecore.com. You can see there is an English language, and here you can notice that from content to commerce, and this is in the English language. And the same page, this is a home page, and same page you can go and open in this is a German language, DA, and it is in German. This is what we mean when we are saying language versioning. So the same website is available in English language as well as a German language. And the second point we are talking about is the numbered versioning. So numbered versioning is same language, so it can be English or it can be German as well, but in this context we are taking English example. So English example, this version already present, but we want to create another version of this another version of this particular piece of content, be it a page or data source. Then we can change that content and we can publish. So please ignore this, I just modified using directly on the browser. So this content will not be available on sitecore.com, but just for the demo purpose I just created. So this is what we mean, and both piece of content will be present in MasterDB, but content authors will have a choice to publish which one need to be present on live. So that's what we mean by like multiple version. And also some content authors, when they are working, they will create a new version, and so that existing version will be keep going, and they will be working on that draft other version. Once they feel it is correct, then they can send for the approval. So that's all we will discuss when we come with the workflow process. So this is all about like versioning in a higher level. So versioning has language versions as well as numbered versions. And let's see what are all the items in Sitecore. Everything is an item. What are all items can be versioned in Sitecore? So in a broader level, we can version, be it a language or number version, So can be created for all these three. One is content. Content means here it can be data source or it can be a page as well, or it can be some data. So those are all items. And when we say content here, that means actually content is present in a fields. So that means field level versioning. This is also. And second is presentation. Presentation means you remember that we attach at the template level standard values. At a template standard values level, presentation details, be it a layout or the renderings. And at the second, we can also set at the content level. So for any particular page item, we can go and set the presentation details. So when you are setting it up there, you will see shared layout and final layout. So that's what the versioning is. So if you have, we need to know what it means by placing some components on shared layout or placing some components on the final layout. So that way we can version the presentation as well. And third is media. By default, media is not versioned. So whenever you upload some image or some document, it will be unversioned. That means same exists for all the languages, same exists for all the numbered version. But this can also be versioned based on use cases. So in a broader level, these are the three things: content, presentation, and media can be versioned. Let's just quickly see. These are all the three things we will cover in the next future videos. But let me quickly show you how item can be created, like with a number version, and to publish and see the changes. So if you remember, we have already 10.1 installed, and this is a website 10.1 builders. So yeah, let's go to some page, maybe contact. So there is some page, and this is a page data component, contact and home contact. This is some breadcrumb. So contact is there. We can modify this. So if you go to the, you can identify, right? This is going contact. So home, and there is a contact page. So this is the contact and all of the information it is having. Let me just hide the standard fields. So all it has is like two fields and hidden navigation and everything. Now, what do we mean by, so for all this purpose, I can just update the data and it will be reflected here. That's fine. But as I said, like for number version, I want to create a different version of the page altogether and keep the older version as well, so that when the particular purpose is completed or finished, then we can go back to the previous version of the page. But if you want to just replace the existing version, you can just change the data here itself, change the content here itself. So how do you add a new version? So you can go here, contact, and you see there is a English, and there is first is the language versioning and second is the numbered versioning. For this, we only have like English, normal English, and we don't have English New Zealand. Language versions I will discuss in detail in the next video, but in this video let's focus on the numbered version. So here you see there is only one version of it, so it is created long back. But what if I want to add new version? I can add it here. And also a lot of this is present at the version as well. So if you go to versions tab, then you will have add, compare, remove, all these things. So either you can add from here or you can add from here. So let me click add here. See, it has added new version. Obviously this will not change because there is version, unversion, and shared. I will discuss later. So if I want to go and change v2, I don't remember whether it was from yeah, let me just add it. So contact v2, and let me publish this. Okay, close, go here. So you can notice there is a contact v2 is coming, which is data is changed. But you can also notice this is a second version. But if you want to see the previous version, you can just collapse it, expand it, and click on one, and you see contact and contact. If I want to change this after a certain period, I can change this. For this, you can also go to the change. So it will also give you the warning that which version is published now. So if you publish now, the selected version will not be visible because version 2 will be published instead, because version 2 is a newer. So if you go to here, change, you can notice just now we have done like today's date and 12 p.m. and from this time onwards this new version will be available. So second version. If I want to hide this, I don't want to show this, I want to go back to older version, I can just click this, okay, and publish. And you can also notice that here it is gone. I mean, even though we are on version 1, the warning is not coming. If you go to second one, you will get the warning because version 1 will be published now. So you can see now it is version 1. I mean, even though it is just a simple 2 fields, imagine there is a like large set of content. You don't want to override anything. You want to keep 2 versions of the content. Then as and when required, you can switch the content. So, and if you go here, what I did is I marked this as a publishable or not publishable. So if I mark this yes and save again, now this will go up here. So you can also see here publishing viewer, if at all what version is publishing when and all, you can see here version 1 was publishing till here. So version 2 is publishing from here. This today is the Saturday. So Saturday August 14. So this item is publishable, but it is going from the 4th onwards, 14th onwards. So that's what it is showing. I can select, see here, close this, but that's a very brief, and you can also do comparison. Let me just see, compare. So compare 2 and 1. So let me just put 1 here and 2 here. So you can notice which version is having what. So what is the difference you want to see? I mean, what are all the content is different. So you can see here version 2 is present. If you can see 2 columns, so you can see 2 columns, then it is version 1 and version 2. You can see all the changes highlighted here as well. So version 1 do not have v2, but whereas version 2, this second version here, v2 it contains. So in this way it is much easier to compare the versions for content authors. And also, what if I want to remove one version? I can just remove all the versions here, or I can remove one version here. So remove item that is currently displayed. So are you sure you want to remove version 2? Yes. Okay. So if you remove the version 2, then all it to have is 1, and you can go to the publishing viewer. So this just one version is available. So close this. You can publish. So this is very brief. I was telling about numbered versions, right? Let me just quickly add another number version. So numbered version 2, again version 2, save it and publish item. Let's go and see in a web database. So you can select this. I mean, I'm just copying this so that I can directly, or anyway I can navigate to contact. So we are on web database. Go to here, content editor, and open the builders and home, contact. You can notice there is a v2 only, and notice how many versions are here. You have only one version, but whereas in MasterDB you have 2 versions. So the reason is WebDB will always have only one version, except the case when there is A/B testing and multivariate testing, that's are there. But most of the time you will have only one version, because this is what it is serving the live website. But whereas master is our draft content and everything it contains, right? So that can have n number of version, and the numbered versions we can have n number of versions. We can have 10, 20, 30, but ultimately this is all getting saved in database, and it will be very much overhead for each item to have like 10, 20 versions. That is the reason Sitecore also suggests that you do some cleanup activities maybe periodically. If at all there are any items which have more than 10 versions, you do some rules, and based on that clear out that versions and keep them minimum below 10. So that's a good way to keep it clean and much better performance. Ideally that is all part of a master DB, but if you come to WebDB you will always have just one version, so you don't need to worry about in this aspect. You will only do the cleanup in the master database. Let's go back to here, master, and contact. And this is not only the case for the, just now we had seen only the page content, but this is also true for even the other content, I mean data source and everything. Even we can have here another version. So this version can be changed. So builders v2 25 aspects. I'm just adding v2, that's much easier. So we can have even data source like this, and media and presentation I will show you in a later videos in detail, media and presentation, as well as the language. So currently I'm not showing you language because we need to create a language first, although I have language created for this, but I will show you steps to create a language. Let me publish this at least. About. So go here and publish this item, and so this is done. Now let's just go back to this home. You can see here this is changed. Now this data source, where and all it is used, obviously this data source can be used in multiple pages, so all those pages will be modified, will be changed to v2. So v2. This way we can understand there is a numbered version, and you can see always that what are the numbered versions from here, and all the operations you can perform from here. So how many versions and all these things, and this is a translate and everything is, we will discuss a little bit in detail when you are talking about the languages. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in next one.